It truly is a year-round process, and the fact that we start getting names and start getting our database ready February last year, and we take the spring to get to know the guys and get out to see them work out, get to camps in the summertime, and then we get out to the ball games during the fall. And then once you get through the end of the season, we're bringing them on campus to recruit. We're going out to visit them at their schools or in their homes. And a lot of the young men that we signed today, they're guys that we've gotten to know pretty well over the last year. Yeah, I think it does add some validation to what we're doing here as a football program, especially locally. I feel like just going out to the schools in the Lancaster-Lebanon area, in the Mid-Penn area, and even Chester and Delaware County, I felt like a lot of people are noticing our performance and how well we're progressing, and it definitely does help in the recruiting process. It's great in a way because it just speaks to the way our young men on campus here are progressing, and being able to retain those guys and build with them. That's what we wanted from day one. The thing it allows us to do with the recruiting process in itself is we're able to have very intimate relationships with the young men that we're recruiting. And when we're bringing young men on campus to visit, we don't have to have large groups. They can be very specific groups. And when you are forming your recruiting strategy, for us, it just puts us in a position where we can be very specific about our needs, short-term and long-term, and set a game plan up to execute those needs. Our coaching staff did a very good job in performing that game plan. The one thing, we're able to forecast our short-term and long-term needs. Obviously, there are some positions where you'd like to add some depth, but then there are some positions where you have to forecast future departures. So, for example, there's a couple positions, linebackers and defensive backs, where those are older guys. We know a year from now we're going to have a lot of talented players going out of the program. So you want to get guys in the system this year so that they're ready for next year. And I think we accomplished that with those positions specifically. I joke around throughout the recruiting process, especially the last couple months, and I said that this recruiting class was about getting Coach Suchak a lot of weapons, and I thought we did accomplish that defensively, especially with our 2023 class. The biggest thing that I'm pleased about is we were able to bring young men in that we were able to know, and we were able to identify high character young men, high performers in the classroom, as well as high performers in the football field. And just being able to go out and not only get young men who can play, but young men who have a chance to succeed here at Millersville on the field and in the classroom, that's a big deal for us, and that's going to be the ingredients for continued success as we move forward.